Alright guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again guys, it supports me and it lets me know you guys enjoy my content. Well, there hasn't really been anything going on in the world of boxing lately. I mean, that's why I haven't really been making videos. And of course the fact that I've been working. But I decided just to make this video just because there really isn't anything to talk about. Like, especially in the heavyweight division. So it seems like both of Dereck Chisora and Dillian Whyte, it seems like they're going to end up fighting for a rematch on December 22nd. So I thought it would be nice if I just told you the commentary. You know, you should just save this video's commentary and put it on the commentary of the actual fight, the actual rematch, because what I'm about to say is the exact thing that's going to happen in that fight. So let's get started. The fight starts, right? Dereck Chisora goes right after Dillian Whyte, right after him. There's no feeling out process. There's no touchy. There's no pity jab moments. You simply see Dereck Chisora going right after Dillian Whyte because he already knows what to expect from Dillian Whyte. He fought him already, right? He has this secret hatred for Dillian Whyte. He doesn't like Dillian Whyte, so he's going to be going on the inside against Dillian Whyte from the opening bell. Okay? He's going to be pushing Dillian Whyte back. He's going to be fighting in a very fast pace. He's going to be letting his hands go a lot, putting a lot of pressure. You could expect Dillian Whyte to be fighting back and to be fighting Dereck Chisora off him. You could expect Dillian Whyte to be throwing uppercuts. You could expect Dillian Whyte to be throwing body shots. You could expect Dillian Whyte at several times in this fight to have his back against the ropes because Dereck Chisora, with his pressure style, is going to be bullying him against the ropes. Okay? So you could expect this to be like a phone booth type of fight. They're in the pocket. They're in each other's faces. He's backing him up, right? So I think for the first 5 rounds, you could expect this. You're going to see a very close, competitive first 5 rounds. I believe for the first 5 rounds, you know, the commentators or you guys, boxing fans watching this rematch are going to be thinking to themselves, okay, I don't know who this could go either way. I got Whyte winning, but I also got Dereck Chisora winning. It could go either way. But then I fully expect this to happen. I fully expect Dereck Chisora to start fading, because the problem that Dereck Chisora has is he tries to fight in this very high, fast pace, right? The problem is he's not a knockout artist, and Dillian Whyte can take whatever, you know, Dereck Chisora's best punches. He's not going to knock out Dillian Whyte. So because he's a heavyweight, when he fights in this very high-paced, fast-paced type of style where he's putting so much pressure for the first 5 rounds, he's going to gas himself out. It's going to tire him out. Okay. The minute that starts happening, you're going to see this fight going in the favor of Dillian Whyte. I'm telling you right now. Again, remember this. Remember this. The first 5 rounds, extremely competitive. Dereck Chisora is on Dillian Whyte's ass. Dillian Whyte is fighting Dereck Chisora off, okay? So it's like a phone booth type of fight. After round 6, 7, 8, you're going to see Dereck Chisora's punching output dramatically decrease. At times, you're going to see him backing away from Dillian Whyte. You're going to see him backing away from Dillian Whyte because he's exhausted. He's just trying to get a breather. He's so tired that he's like, you know what, let me get a breather. Let me cruise this round. So this round 9, you might see him go on the back foot and just try and get away from Dillian Whyte. You're going to see his mouth wide open because he can't breathe because he's tired. That's when you're going to see Dillian Whyte's youth play a factor. Dillian Whyte's the younger guy. He has more energy. That's when you're going to see Dillian Whyte coming forward and you're going to see him applying the pressure on Dereck Chisora. So you're going to see Dereck Chisora on the back foot, basically trying to get away from Dillian Whyte because he's trying to get a breather because he's so exhausted because he punched himself out because he was fighting in such a high pace. And then you're going to see him backing away, but you're going to see him losing rounds because Dillian Whyte's going to be, because he has more energy, he's going to be coming forward, he's going to be scoring the points. He's going to be letting his hands go. And when he's letting his hands go, he's going to be scoring the points. So you could expect the second half of this fight to be going for Dillian Whyte. Again, remember this, the first 5 rounds is going to be competitive. The second half of this fight will be going, I would imagine, the majority of the rounds to Dillian Whyte. Because for the simple fact that Dereck Chisora, he made this mistake in the first fight. I'm telling you, the first fight, he gassed himself out because he used so much energy trying to... The way he was fighting with so much... he was being so aggressive. And he was letting his hands go a lot. And just look at how tired he was in the second half of that fight. Dereck Chisora fights one way. Okay, he never changes his style. He always fights the same way. I believe Dillian Whyte, as a professional fighter, he's improved. I believe he's a better fighter than he was when he fought Dereck Chisora 2 years ago. I like his the right hands he throws. Like, he throws these really good pot shotting right hands. The way he was throwing against Lucas Brown, very good shots. Right down the pipe, right? And they hit the target. I believe against someone like Dereck Chisora, you need to be throwing uppercuts because he comes in like, he tries to fight like Joe Frazier. One of his idols is Smoking Joe Frazier. So when he comes in like that, the guys who fight like that with their heads down and they're trying to come in, they're open for uppercuts. I believe that the way to beat Dillian Whyte is to... Well, I believe there's 2 ways to beat him. First of all, I believe one way is to outbox him. I believe Dillian Whyte struggles with boxers, movers, guys who force him to come after him. Okay? Because I saw, what's his name? Robert Helenius give Dillian Whyte issues with his movement. Okay? But I also believe a way to give Dillian Whyte issues is to fight him on the inside. Because in the first fight, when Dereck Chisora was pushing him against the ropes, when he had him up against the ropes, Dillian Whyte, when he was letting his punches go, he was clipping Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte was getting hit a bunch of times versus Dereck Chisora. Especially when he was against the ropes. Like when he was laying against the ropes, Dereck Chisora was just teeing off on him, and he was, like I said, he was scoring points because he was like clipping his head back. I think he needs to do a lot of that, but I think he needs to take his time, not like just go ham, throwing 80 punches around or like 40 punches around, because you're going to tire yourself out. He's going to tire himself out. So I think he needs to take his time. When you just do that when you see that you could do it. When you physically push him against the ropes, then start letting those combinations go. And when it comes to Dillian Whyte has to throw a lot of uppercuts. He has to throw body shots because Dereck Chisora is going to be coming forward the whole fight, coming forward. Throw body shots to slow this man down. So I expect Dillian Whyte to be throwing a lot of body shots. But like I said, I expect Dereck Chisora to fade in the second half of this fight. And I don't think anyone's getting knocked out. I don't think Dillian Whyte is going to knock out Dereck Chisora. And I definitely don't think Dereck Chisora will knock out Dillian Whyte. I would be very surprised if he knocks out Dillian Whyte. I don't think that... I think Dillian Whyte has a good enough chin to withstand Dereck Chisora. And when it comes to Dereck Chisora, he tends to throw sloppy punches. So a lot of times his best punches miss. Kind of like Dillian Whyte, actually. Dillian Whyte himself, when he chases guys, he tends to throw wild punches. He throws these wild punches that you can see 3 miles away. So I expect Dillian Whyte to fully beat Dereck Chisora. And then after he beats him via decision, I expect Dereck Chisora to basically start fighting low-level heavyweights as he normally does. Dereck Chisora has a thing where he'll fight a legit heavyweight, and then after he loses to that legit heavyweight, he'll downgrade and fight these bums that nobody heard of. And then he beats these bums, and then all of a sudden he's back up there fighting these legit heavyweights. That's been the story of Dereck Chisora's entire career. But I fully expect Dillian Whyte to get done with Dereck Chisora via decision. But I expect it to be an entertaining fight. I do. Like I said in a video in the past, I don't think that this fight is the worst fight. I would have preferred him versus Luis Ortiz, 100%. But this is not the worst fight. The first fight was entertaining. It wasn't like it was a snooze fest. It was an entertaining fight. Okay, so I do expect this to be entertaining, for the least. Anyway, guys, stuff to say. Thanks for watching. I'm out.